Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is the game 1 War in the Pacific Admins Edition. This is my play-by-ear match against AsuRob. This is scenario 50 on game version 26B. And we arrive at the 12th December 41 and I just switched to the Chinese side, but I got a base on the Philippine Luzon. So far everything is fine. Some reaction here. My destroyers intercept here some cargo ships and small APs trying to escape. And I can wipe them out, or at least heavily damage them all. Also a submarine here in San Fernando. Attacking. Failed. I try to attack. I can one hit, but not heavy damage. Here's a bigger cargo ship. One 5.5 inch shell hit on the cargo ship is not enough really to inflict too much damage. Since torpedoes are missing, not so good. Missed opportunity to sink a good cargo ship. Of course, more sinking sounds, and my submarines still have issues with flooding. And I arrive in Rabaul. So far, so fine. And at Tulagi. The coast of California. I try to hit something, and of course the destroyers try to hit me, and everything is meaningless. Also, this Dutch submarine is still active, messing up with my convoys, but not really inflicting casualties, or not even creating damage. Only stress for the crew to hunt and avoid the torpedoes. And, hunt the submarine, avoid the torpedoes, of course. A lot of detection. I mean, allies have still a lot of air bases and flying boats and float planes. Sweeping Singapore, only one lonely Buffalo avoids the conflict. Second attempt, again, no battle. Attack. And is my escort missing, or the sweep is late, whatever you want to say first. Luckily there's not more much in Georgetown can really battle with me. But I lose one or two airplanes. Yeah. Still acceptable. One direct kill and maybe one or two more ops losses. The enemy cap is already burned out more fully. damage each other, but not enough damage to down my aircraft. The Hong Kong Air Force making ground attacks. That was my cargo ship. Yesterday was hit by a 100-pound bomb, but unluckily the fire was out of control. A good cargo ship is going down. Yeah, cannot find the target. Bad weather. Sweeping Manila, and here are still some P-40s. So it's time to get rid of this airstrip. And this is one of these 2 elite wings the Japanese have for land-based fighters. But I would only say they are well trained, but they're not elite. Elite is really if the pilots are 80 experience or skills or something like this. And this looks more or less like a easy victory for me. Fine. Clarkfield, no one's here. Clarkfield airfield is so damaged that it's out of action. Not more possible to really repair for the Americans. Not in the short time. Maybe it has 2 weeks without bombarding, then possible. Ground attacks. But Rob is coming low, so my flak is able to damage aircraft. And I can even shoot down one. And this is an attack against my paratroopers. But it's jungle, it's very hard to hit anything. And this is a very, very small fragment. So not even... this 12,000 people bomb in the jungle is nearly possible. Here's a torpedo hit on Fuso. So it's a Mark 13 torpedo. And let's see how strong... how critical is the damage, but it looks like it was a standard torpedo hit. No critical damage or secondary explosion, so... It's also an airdrop torpedo and not a submarine torpedo or surface torpedo. So the damage potential is not too great. One hit on my submarine and that is not so nice. More allies ships going down somewhere on the map. Butuan. My tanks simply overall the enemy. This is clear terrain hex. Victory. And the battle at the gate of Changsha. I forced the Chinese back to the city. This is also open terrain. One more victory. In the first battle of Hong Kong. 1-1 is enough. I can destroy the fort level. And casualties are nearly 1-1. Good. Also victory in the north. It's a highway. Chinese are retreating, now they're blocking the crossroad. That is still a bombardment, the enemy is too strong in the mountains. one more black or block force I can wipe out or force to leave the hex. This is on the way to Wenzhou. And that, no, this is first a bombardment of Manila. So I can see how much the enemy have, and it's a good bombardment, already inflicting casualties. This is 51st Division, Filipino Division, trying to break my siege line, but not really so strong. Also attack on Georgetown, tanks are arriving. I take the base, and there was still these buffaloes on the ground, and I destroy them now. They was maybe already damaged or whatever, and no way to retreat. There's no rail. Also the first battle of Manado, and the first battle is also the last battle. So I can destroy here all the Dutch forces, and they have no way to retreat because the turn before I take the dot base. So surrender or die, and surrender means dying. I also take now Kaifeng, so I can create here a Navy search base. But I must hunt this this one Australian force down. Also take Tulagi, here's no one. There's a ship, so maybe someone tried to sneak up and intercept me. Davao is only bombarded. Also here's now my Southern Army overall headquarter and assault division. Yeah, so this is a Marines assault division. This special troops, more or less 3 Navy Guard units together with a little more equipment. Overall a successful day. Fuso took a torpedo, but air war was maybe in my favor, and I can still take important bases day by day, so works well. 31-7. So Japan lost today some more aircraft, so 3 aircraft in total are shut down over, I think, Georgetown all, and the rest was ops losses. Allies lost, yeah, so this is a little too high, 37-31, so yeah. But casualties are higher on Allied side. So out of the 3 killed aircraft and other stuff, 2 killed and 1 missing. This is Georgetown and 2 wounded pilots. Okay. There was also 1 good cargo ship going down today from my side. This is a fast one. They are really the best cargo ships Japan have, but that I cannot change. And the Allies lost only not really so much today. Situation in China not really, still not changing, but still getting better day by day. The rail is secured. Now I try to open here the highways. Similar here, open here the highways. Open the highway to Wenzhou. Taking Hong Kong, need some time. Destroying all the forces east of Changsha. Keep an eye on the Chinese army out of Aichang, not that they're moving here down and taking the city. That, of course, I must stop or block. At the same time, I must also go for Nanyang, taking Nanyang and taking Xi'an. And if it's possible, if I can take these 2 cities and encircle all of these forces, would be nice. And maybe a smaller army can walk for Yan'an. Problem is with this scenario 50, Yan'an have a garrison level of 400. That is crazy high, so you must keep here a division only for this one city. I think this makes no sense. So maybe I take the city and then give it up. I don't know if the resources will leave the city, if it's left, but we will see. 1 division for Yan'an only is at least in 42 not possible. Maybe in 43 I have the troops over. Here in Malaya, Georgetown fall and the industry looks fine. Normally manpower is always 1-to-1, but in this case it's fine. I also arrive here, so I can block now everything. So these units normally cannot leave more. And so some units was able to escape to Singapore, but I would guess half of them are blocked north. I mean, at the end, immersing landing day 3. I think this more is not possible. Overall, this was all successful. Also here in the Philippines, I block the enemy, or I try to wipe them out also. I arrive in Manila. My forces are preparing for attacking on Clarkfield. I also must take only this one base, and then I can move east to help out in Clarkfield. There was a torpedo attack on my battleship. This destroyer is, I think, out of ammunition. Yeah, this one is out of ammunition. I must call them back. And here's the battleship, and here's also the damage. So you can see that torpedo really did not too much, but in total damage of 10. And out of this 10 was 2 major damage. So if you have only a normal torpedo hit, air torpedo, I would say 10 to 15. If you make critical, it's up to 20. Submarine torpedoes are normally double damage, roughly speaking. The rest looks fine. I take Manado, and now I have here airbase, only not enough supplies. But here's the AHQ. Here is the AHQ, but not enough supplies, and the base is nearly fixed. I have in San Fernando, AHQ, and enough supplies. So I have 3 locations where I have AHQs here around the Philippines. So every allied ship is coming close to my base, under threat to be attacked by torpedo bombers. These small ships, I don't know what they are. But soon, next turn I have here already Navy search. My carriers are also now in striking range, so it's too slow moving, so I think these are cargo ships or something like this. This is also one ship, but it's moving northeast, so it's coming to intercept maybe Tulagi. So maybe there's an enemy coming. Better prepare battle station. Yeah, that was today. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.